Hey guys, Jessica here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our awesome channel. And for all the news and updates on Reality Check, please remember to hit that little notification bell. And as always, we will see you out on the strip.
Wow, guys, we're back.
Oh, man.
We're back. So, Jessica, where are we?
We're at Ole Red right now.
Ole Red.
On the rooftop.
On the rooftop. We got the fountains over here. We got Bellagio right here. We got, what's that place? Caesar's Palace
Caesar's
over
Palace.
there. It is so gorgeous. We have some fried pickles.
Sangrias.
What was yours again?
Mine is the white sangria. It is the String of Lights white sangria. And you have the no vacancy red sangria.
Red. It's pretty delicious, I'm not going to lie. And they come in these cute little cups. I'm very excited.
Mine has apple juice in it.
Ooh.
It's cool.
All right. And the fried pickles are always a hit, especially, I mean, how do you mess up fried pickle? I don't know. We've Vegas Madness have shown us it could happen. But it's all right. All right, Jessica. Wow. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with Jessica's last couple weeks because it has been a little break. But we're going to start with Jessica, and then we're going to go to me. So, oh boy, Jessica. The floor is yours.
So it all started.
Once upon a time.
It all started when I got a text message from Holly, England.
Uh-huh.
And she goes, so now I work for Terry Fader. Here are your tickets.
Oh.
Here are your tickets.
Oh.
For Wednesday the 22nd. I didn't ask. She just handed them over.
She's like, I know you need them. Well, here you go.
I was like, all right.
We like that.
So it was friends and family night. It was actually his final dress rehearsal, so we got to go. So we went Wednesday. Steven and I went Wednesday, and the show officially opened on Thursday.
Okay, yeah, I saw that because I saw a bunch of flyers for saying the 23rd, and I know you had tickets for the 22nd.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, she got the good seats. Not only did she get the good seats, she got the good show because it's like all the friends and family and like
we sat right behind Terry Fader's wife.
Yeah, see what I mean? And the good seats. Wow, Holly
hooked it up.
I mean, honestly, we love her. I mean,
by the way, happy 1 year anniversary to Late Night Magic.
Yes, happy 1 year at New Orleans and like all that fun stuff. And so that was pretty cool. How was the show?
It was so good.
And where is he performing now?
He's at the Stratosphere.
Oh,
because he used to get the Mirage, and the Mirage is closing, as we'll get into later. So he had to move, and so he's at the Strat.
Okay.
And he's in that upstairs ballroom, or in that upstairs showroom, where like World's Greatest Rock Show was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good for him.
That show was hilarious, and there was like no filter. Like, I mean, like the way that the comics were for like the Tom Brady roast.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Oh, that's so funny.
He was not afraid to get canceled. I was like, yes, this is how comedy should be.
Well, I remember he had some controversy with, I don't know if it was him being conservative or what, but I remember he had some controversy about it. So I'm not surprised that he like came out and was like, guns blazing, here's comedy, guys. Yeah. I just want to have a good time, which I think a lot of comedians are getting into now.
Yeah.
So there's that.
It was a good time, and I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Stratosphere, definitely go see that show.
And then you also did a couple adventures beforehand or afterwards?
So after. So what we did, so we started at the Strat.
Uh-huh.
Left my car there because, hey, free parking for locals during the week. And we took one car. We went to Stray Pirate. Finally. Actually, no, the first place we went to was Oak and Ivy.
Yeah. Well, of course, we have to make
We always go to Oak and Ivy. Oak and Ivy is like Reality Check culture. Like that's our jam. That is our spot.
If we were to have a Reality Check tour, it would start at Oak and Ivy.
Yes, absolutely. We should do that.
We should come up with a tour for people to do. Oh my God, we're genius.
Oh man, but yeah, Oak and Ivy is a must. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oak and Ivy is a must.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And like, what did you guys drink? Did they have any fun new cocktails that you haven't tried before?
What did I have at Oak and Ivy? I had no shit. It wasn't on the menu, and I forgot to ask. I know that Steven had the Verdita margarita, like the green one. And then I had like the bourbon smash.
Oh, okay.
So it was a nice like summery drink.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went to Straight Pirate. And
how was that?
Oh my god,
Mallory and I want to go so stupid bad.
I want to go back. Like it was so like the drinks were very strong, right?
It's a pirate bar.
It was very. One of my original bartenders from Vic's works there, so
cool.
He took care of us while we were there. But yeah, everything's like rum based. Lots of bitters, lots of different flavors of bitters. Lots of different things. And so like I had one drink, but it was like after like I just couldn't after that. Like it was kind of a lot. But also like I'm gonna go back to like the Terry Fader show.
Yeah.
So I had like a Crown and Coke, right? But they also had the rosé tequila, and I wanted to try it.
Ooh. Oh, so you had some of that too?
Yeah, except I just asked for, I was like, just give me an ounce and a half, and he poured me half a glass. So I was pretty lit.
I'm sorry, the alcohol was burning my. Oh my god! Look at the fountains.
On the rocks.
So distracted.
Oh, this is gonna be a good show. No, but so it was like on the rocks, and so I had like half a glass of just straight up tequila. So after that, then Oak and Ivy, and then Straight Pirate. So you can imagine like it was a little.
My body hurts.
Yeah. By the time I got to Straight Pirate,
poisoning.
I feel like I have to start at Straight Pirate.
Yeah. You know what, though? I kind of feel like that's what I would want to do, too. Because it's around a couple bars I want to try. So it's like, old mama's got to figure out how to bar hop again.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to spend more time there. So just like photo ops. I kind of want to dress like a pirate. Were people dressed like pirates there at all?
No, but it was very beautiful in there. It looked like you were actually in a pirate ship.
Could I dress like a pirate and they would accept it?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Well, okay, so like when you walk into like Golden Tiki, how it's like very like you're in like you transport into like a whole other world kind of deal. It's like that.
I love it.
But you're straight up pirates. Like it's just and then they have merch.
Oh.
And it all started with a dog.
It started with a dog?
Yeah. It's there's a whole story behind a dog. So like the pirate flag is like dog paws, like and bones and stuff. So like their merch is like that too.
Okay.
So I'm like I'm gonna come back one day and just get merch.
Yeah.
For
seriously.
Sure. So yeah, it was a really good time in there, and I really just want to go and like hang out and take pictures and just drink all day. They open at night, like they're like or mid afternoon, and they're open till like, I think like midnight-ish. So
I'm assuming they don't have food.
No.
What were the prices like?
I don't know. I didn't pay.
That's my girl.
No, we took turns paying.
Yeah. No, I know. But Calethea's happy.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I think about $30 for 2 drinks, so about $15 for all.
Typical.
Yeah, so it was pretty
especially
average
for mixed drinks and stuff.
Okay. It was really cool. Because now I'm like, I want to do stuff with rum. Like I like craft cocktail bars because they like inspire me.
Yeah. Well, especially when they're like so niche like that. Like they really do. What was it that you call it? It's like when they just change a little bit of a classic cocktail. It's like
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head. Yeah. It's like I want to like put some thought into it. I like my food like I like my cocktails, and my cocktails like my food. Like put some thought into it.
It only makes me a better bartender. Like I want to start working with new ingredients and stuff, and so that was pretty inspiring for me. So I want to like go back and try out new things and learn stuff.
Also rum. I don't think you drink rum.
Yeah, I have rum at home now. Uncle Gary gave me rum, so I can play around with rum at home.
Good old Uncle Gary.
Uncle Gary. So speaking of Uncle Gary. Well, not really speaking of Uncle Gary. I mean, we had an employee pool party, and I ended up bartending. So I'm gonna start bringing a tip jar to parties now.
Yeah, first it was the muddled up cucumber.
Not even kidding. I literally I got the rum out and I started like making like my own like Jessica Mai Tais.
Yeah.
And then
like, oh, that looks
it
good.
was like, oh, whatever Jessica's having, I'm gonna have one too.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it.
Shit.
And then so that was all one night. And then we ended at Vic's. I wanted some dessert.
What'd you eat?
bread pudding with vanilla ice cream.
Delicious. Always a win.
Yep.
I mean, Vic's has such delicious food. I imagine it's delicious.
Yep. And then at some point last week, I feel like I was drunk all week last week. But I think I vaguely remember getting invited out, ending up at Encore, and partying with Vince Vaughn until 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know how that happened, but hey, you want to go out? Ring, ring. Hey, what's up? Want to go out? Yep. Meet me at Encore. Cool.
Okay.
Vince Vaughn's there partying.
And you're like, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
So, like, how was he in person and everything?
The sweetest man ever.
I've heard that about him a lot, actually.
Like, so we move over to, like, we start at lobby, and then we go over to the, we went over to, like, the piano bar.
Okay.
And he's, like, paying the dueling pianists
Woo.
to, like, do, like, Wonderwall and, like, all kinds of other stuff, right?
All the good stuff.
And then, like, he's going up to random tables trying to get them, like, trying to get people up and dancing. Like, can you imagine, like, you're just tra-la-la having drinks at the dueling piano bar at Encore, and Vince Vaughn walks up to your table and pulls up
like,
Wedding Crashers and fucking just goes up.
He's like,
and,
how about we party? I think you need a party. I'm in a party mood. You need a party.
yeah, and then I go to order drinks, and he tells the waitress, hey, she's under my wing. He did the wing thing, and I was like, oh my god. So then, like, he was buying us drinks all night long.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it got to be like 4 something in the morning, and also Carrie Underwood's band showed up. So I was also drinking with Carrie Underwood's band.
Vegas, man. You never know what's going to happen.
Dude.
Gwen Stefani, Carrie Underwood.
Gwen Stefani, Carrie Underwood. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Here we are.
And then so, like, it was like 4:30 in the morning, and I could have been there, like, all night. Like, I could have probably been there until he was done. But I was like,
I need to leave at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was like, but I have to work. I had to work on Friday or the next day, and I didn't have to be at work till 6.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I can stay out.
Yeah.
But then I got called in 3 hours early, and so I was hungover as shit going into work.
You know.
But anyway,
right.
so
it's worth it. It was worth it.
It was so worth it.
So worth it.
So it was cool because when I before I left, I went over to Vince Vaughn and I was like, hey man, I just wanted to say thank you for buying drinks. And he goes, you're welcome. You're beautiful. And he gave me a big bear hug.
Aww. Listen,
I got a bear hug.
He sounds so sweet. I hope you get to go see him again when
he was
in town.
partying. Oh my god! And what I thought was so funny was he was like just bragging about the band at Barbershop.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, big shout out to you guys.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess who it was?
Was it your boyfriend?
No.
Oh
no! At Barbershop?
I don't know where he plays. He plays 9,000 places. You expect me to know him all?
No, but it was Jerry Tomlinson's band.
Oh, how funny.
Not Left of Center, but his other band.
Yeah.
And then they also play here at Ole Red. So
well, yeah, now you know.
There are photos of Vince Vaughn and Jerry, and Vince was like, "Man, that band was so good, that guitar player." And I started laughing. I'm like,
"I know him."
I go, "Bro, I've known that man for 12 years. we tight." Like,
that's so funny. I mean, honestly, it sounds like it was a great night. I mean, I'm glad he had a good time too.
Yeah.
Shit. And it's always fun to be like meeting people that aren't assholes.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, oh, cool, I came out and did this and stayed out till 4 o'clock in the morning because you're not an asshole.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah. And then I got out of work early.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to go home. And then I was like, wait, no, I can't because Brandon's playing at Tuscany. And I told him.
Gotta go.
I told him that I was only going to stay for like an hour.
It's all right. I do that all the time.
I was there the entire time, having a great ass time with Christina Shaw.
Honestly, I need to meet this woman.
Christina Shaw is the best, dude. No. I love her so much.
That's so funny. No, she sounds amazing. And also the Tuscany thing is always a good time.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, hey.
One of these days.
One of these days. Well, drag mama out.
Just go for an hour. Mm-hmm. Or 2.
Yeah.
It starts at 9, so it's not like super late.
Yeah. Leaving the house at 8 o'clock. Maybe that's my last stop then.
Maybe.
We'll figure it out. I'll get there one day. I will. No, but honestly, yeah. I mean, shit. Lots of fun, lots of debauchery all over the place.
That's why
normal.
like Vegas is what it is.
It truly is. It's like you can just show up and see anybody.
Yeah.
And speaking about showing up and seeing everybody, I had quite an adventure this weekend too. So Mallory, a couple weeks ago, was like, "Hey, do you like Pauly Shore?" And I was like, "Pauly Shore is a huge figure in my household. Yes, I love Pauly Shore." And she goes, "Well, let's go. I just got tickets to watch the live viewing of his podcast." And thank you. It's a live viewing of his podcast, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, we're doing it." It's at Planet 13. It's in a dispensary, and they have a consumption lounge. Sign me up. So then I go, and we get all cute and ready, and Mallory and I drive to Planet 13. And we see this girl get out. Now remember, Pauly Shore has a movie called Son-in-Law, and that's where he like becomes a cowboy. So this girl comes out in these like really cute bell bottoms, but where the mini pocket is was her bare hip. And it was just this big, like maybe this big of like bare hip. And Mallory and I were just cackling in the car. We're like, what kind of sexy jeans are those? Well, those were the ex-country girls, the burlesque girls, and we didn't know. And then when they did their dancey dance, I was like, oh, this makes sense. So, but I'll come back to that. So we get to Planet 13, and I thought it was going to be in the consumption lounge. It wasn't. It was next door. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have to drink alcohol in order to get through this. And so we're standing there, and we get this T-shirt from Rhythm Cannabis, and then also the what is it called? The Pink Box Donuts was there, giving out donuts, shirts, and gift cards and stuff. So we were there, and this old lady with pigtails is like practically crawling on top of Mallory's back. Like, she is so close to Mallory. People think she's a part of our group. And then I switch spots with Mallory because I'm like, ew, this is weird. Like, this is uncomfortable. Let me have some, you know what I mean? Like, separate you two. And then she's like practically in my purse. She's like so... I found one of her hairs in my purse.
That's weird.
Like, she was so on top of us. And we're like, okay. So Pink's box comes up to us and goes, hey... do you guys want a T-shirt and gift cards? We're like, yeah. And so we got shirts and we got $5 gift cards. And they're like, go eat donuts. Go have a good time. So we get into like the little seating area that everything's going to be. And she goes to the tables and starts stealing the gift cards off the tables. And she eats 4 donuts.
Did you tell Pink Box? I would have.
They didn't care.
Oh.
They weren't caring. There was 2 shows, so they had plenty of donuts coming in and out. But like, she's going to eat everywhere, and they're just kind of replenishing. And like, then what killed me was she was only at the show for 10 minutes before she left. She never saw Pauly Shore talk.
So she was there to like mooch.
Steal Pink Box, I guess.
Wow.
So that was weird. Then Pauly Shore has all these audio issues. The microphones are screaming at each other. No one's fixing the sound. And I don't know. It was just kind of crazy. So Pauly Shore finally comes out and he's like, oh, hey guys, how's it going? Like, I'm Pauly Shore. His podcast is called PNS because that's his initials. So, makes sense to me. And so he's talking. And the comedian Fluffy's there. Piff the Magic Dragon's there. Murray's at the second show. All these fun people. But he has this influencer. I didn't get to actually like shake hands with him, but I saw him like on stage and stuff. And so
love Murray.
And this girl is
Murray's
there.
been on our show.
Oh, that's right. Not with me though.
No.
But Murray's friend of the show.
Murray's a friend of the show.
So there's this girl, she's an influencer, and she's like, yeah, I have 3 kids. I brought my kids. I didn't know I couldn't bring them. And I said, what do you mean? And she's like, I've lived here 15 years. I'm a real estate.
You couldn't bring your kids to a weed theme
dispensary?
Like,
not weed theme, a dispensary.
Just, yeah.
Like an actual
You're not even allowed to be a
dispensary.
child walking into those.
No, I was like, what do you mean you've been here 15 years, 14 years? You're a real estate agent and you didn't know Planet 13 that you booked a gig at wasn't child friendly.
They check your ID at the door.
Yeah. And I was like, how do you not know you can't bring a kid to a dispensary? So that was funny. I giggled at that. I giggled a lot at that, actually. And then we went on, we watched the show. It was really funny. I mean, we couldn't hear anything. I can't wait to actually hear the episode. But, I'm screaming in the background. That's all that matters. We saw midget wrestling. There was midget wrestling. Midget Kiss, or Mini Kiss was there. And then the ex-country burlesque girls, they would dance every time the band played behind them. And then there was Bubbles. And then Nicole Tan was there, and she's huge on, Call Tony. And that's like a Joe Rogan thing. So I was like, Kill Tony. There you go.
Tony Hinchcliffe?
Sure. Yeah. He has the whole lineup of the guys. Yeah.
That man, like, him and Nikki Glazer were like the stars of the Tom Brady roast.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Joe Rogan's always there, and he's always talking about it. So that's how I know it. I've been watching.
Yeah, he's been all over my For You page on TikTok.
Yeah. The Kill Tony thing is hilarious. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. God. But there was like bubble blowing and all this other stuff. It was so funny. It was good. Pink Box gave away a bunch of donuts. And then between, Mallory and I went to the Dazed Lounge. And at Dazed, it's a consumption lounge. So what you do, everything is cannabis infused or whatever. You have a couple options. So you can get 2 infused cocktails and 2 1-gram pre-rolls for $50, which is actually a pretty good deal, for the premium pre-rolls. And then their cocktails are $13. They were only 2 milligrams each, but you can get 2 more milligrams for like $5 extra. Or you can get their sodas. Their sodas are 10 milligrams.
How are their infused cocktails?
They just taste like juice.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not alcohol.
Oh.
It's no alcohol. It's just cannabis. So it's like Mallory got a lavender lemonade thing. Ooh, and it just was lavender lemonade, and mine was a peach Bellini, but it was just grenadine, pineapple juice, and peach stuff. So, but it was pretty good. It tastes really good. The lavender lemonade is like where it's at. It's where it's at. And then, a man passed out inside of the consumption lounge because he smoked too much weed, and I was not sympathetic. I was like, get up. You smoke some weed, fucking get up. Drink some water, move on. Eat some food, move on. So that happened. Then we went back out, and we got a bunch of free goodies again. We were able to get a couple, vape pen batteries, and then we got a bunch of stickers, pins, all that fun stuff. But my absolute favorite was the penis pills. And these are supposed to make jizz taste better. So I guess Nathan and Mike get to try something out after all.
Wow.
Who's going to take the penis pills? There's 4 of them. They both can.
I saw the videos, and we got lots of reposts, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, honestly, it was a lot of fun. Everybody, what was it? It was a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun. Like you said, a lot of reposts. They had a bunch of influencers there. They had a bunch of, one girl showed all her bikini, and she's like, it's like an invisible thong pretty much. And I was like, wow, you got a good body. Good job. And so I don't even know how that conversation came up with Pauly Shore, but I was like, good for this man. Good for this man. And then I'm trying to think what else happened. It was insane. Mallory and I were just cackling about it, though. It was just the guy falling over, the lady stealing everything, we had no idea.
I feel like that was like a quintessential Vegas outing.
Heather Collins was there, but as I didn't recognize her until she turned around and it was the red hair. I was like, I know that red hair. And so I was like,
shout out to Heather Collins.
So it was just funny. It was such a great time, and Mallory and I were like, oh, we got to do this again. If Pauly Shore is like, hey, I'm going to do this, or we find another podcast recording, it's such a shit show that you absolutely have to go. Highly recommend.
It's like a train wreck that you're just kind of like this.
Yeah. Well, I will say the only thing I kind of complained about the consumption lounge is I get it. You're supposed to sit there, enjoy weed, relax, but we were kind of in a time frame to get to the next episode.
Yeah.
And so it was like we missed the first half of the second episode. That's why I was like, oh, you're in the consumption lounge and Murray's outside and you can't watch him because you're in the consumption lounge. It wasn't because I I was done at that point. I was like, I can go, but I gotta pay. But it's really cool. It's speakeasy style, and listen, I'll go back. I want to try the one at Thrive. We'll go back. It was a great time, and we had so much fun that it was too much. And then the next day, we had a big barbecue at Uncle Dave's house, and one of the original band members of Black Flag was there. So I was like, oh, this is cool. This is Danger. Welcome to the party. And so that was fun. But yeah, it was a fun weekend. It was a packed weekend. I mean, even yesterday we had a barbecue,
I miss everything when I'm at work.
Job. I mean, honestly, it was kind of just everything was last minute too. The last couple of days.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. I mean, I had a great time. I can't wait to do it again. Uh-oh, it's windy, y'all. The trash cans are falling over.
Brandon met my uncles.
How did that go?
It was fun. It was fun. He, no, on Sunday I got off work and went right to dinner. Brandon had a wedding that he was performing at, and he had some time to spare, so he came and met me for dinner, and so we met my uncles. Mm-hmm. Today, tomorrow, Thursday, well, he's at Zombie, but he's also working on a project with Cheyenne, so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, stay tuned for that, because I'm sure we'll share about it.
Pictures. It's looking pretty cool.
Well, stay tuned for that, for sure. Shit. So, over Mother's Day, unfortunately, my father-in-law passed away. Pete Porteous was a fucking hoot. I don't know how to explain it. He was a wild cowboy with so many stories. I mean, if you've ever seen the movie Big Fish, the dad tells these really elaborate stories and the son doesn't tell him. I'm ruining the movie for you. But
that's a great movie. I might go home and watch it.
And at the end, when the dad dies, he finds out that all those stories are real. And that's absolutely how Pete was. That is absolutely...
So, people, coming out of the woodwork, showing up to his funeral?
Yes. I mean, when I tell you the people, there were... he was a stuntman. He was a stuntman for a very long time. He was in Terminator. He was in Dukes of Hazzard. He was in a bunch of your History Channel stuff. My nephew was in a bunch of History Channel stuff. I mean, he was everywhere. And he loved doing Westerns, and he loved, just that Western feel. But yeah, he was a stuntman. So a bunch of B-side reels were honoring him on Facebook and stuff in their little groups. And a lot of people came out and, I mean, even when he passed, he had so many friends wanting to come see him before, and it was really beautiful to see everyone kind of come out of the woodworks. And I mean, we're going to have a big party for him in September, and it's going to be great. But Pete was such a wild man, and obviously he raised, my partner. So yeah. I think he's pretty cool. And then he also, he had to help me create Danger in some ways. And, had to create Nathan to create Danger. So we're going to miss him dearly.
I never got to meet him, but he was on my Facebook.
You met him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. One time.
Yeah,
right?
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I drink a lot. No, but his Facebook was always so, entertaining.
Yeah. And that was,
but he was always so positive, too. He knew he was really sick, but he's like, I'm going to live forever. He really had this, I'm going to outlive all of you mentality.
And he truly believed that until his, last heartbeat. I mean, truly. I mean, it was, he did not want to go, and he made us sure he didn't want to go. He was like, this is not going to overcome me. But, he lived a crazy life. The man was shot. The man was in movies. The man has raised a family. The man has done everything you can dream of. And, that's all you can do in one lifetime, right?
Yeah.
And his honor will live on forever. So this one's for you, Pete.
Cheers.
And then 2 days later, my uncle passed away. And my uncle is literally the craziest man on the planet. Lived in a commune. I don't even know where to go with that. Lived in a commune. He was crazy, and he loved music, and he just had a passion for music. He
was a collector.
Oh, he was a collector. A vast collector of everything. But he he was just, I mean, he was crazy. He loved me and Danger and my dad very fiercely. And I mean, he was so full of life, and just, I can't wait to show you some of his music because it's all out of key. And the instruments are not in the same key as the other stuff. But you know what? That's my uncle. He knew Devo. He knew Shel Silverstein. He knew a bunch of random.
Shel Silverstein.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wow.
He knew a bunch of random people. And even his impact is really big. So, I mean, he recorded music with a bunch of artists in Texas. And, like, he helped do a No Doubt remix at one point in, like, the early 2000s. I mean, it was just crazy. So, all right, well, this one's for you, Kurt.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
Or a couple weeks.
But all right.
Wow.
Well, okay. Well, that was good. I mean,
we're going to chomp down on our fried pickles, take some photos.
And then, I don't know what we're going to do after this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Well, we'll see you around.
We'll see you on the strip.
We'll say goodbye from Ole Red. Bye.
Bye.